Welcome to Copenhagen, Denmark, where the Danes have built one of the best metro systems on the planet. To see what makes this metro so special, I'd like to invite you to join me for a ride. I shot this video in an unbroken single take because you need to see how things unfold in real time to believe it. We begin here at the Marmorkirken station, walking down a set of stairs to the concourse level. The fact that these are just stairs and not escalators demonstrates one of the aspects that makes this metro work: efficient station design. The firm Arup provided architecture and engineering services for the stations on the M3 line, which opened in 2019. They developed a kit of parts, a standardized modular design system across the 17 stations of the M3, allowing for cost-effective design and customization. The customizability is perhaps best exemplified here at Marmorkirken, the only station to significantly deviate from the baseline metro station design by stacking the platforms on top of each other. The project team chose this design to avoid tunneling and digging underneath the historic marble church, but they were still able to use their kit of parts to design this station. We'll see a more standard metro station toward the end of our journey today. You might have also noticed that there are no fare gates. That's because Copenhagen's metro operates on a proof of payment system. I was surprised because on multiple occasions, my fare was actually inspected. As we descend, let's go over some history. The Copenhagen Metro contains 44 stations across a 43-kilometer system and carries about 360,000 passengers per day. The system was the first automated light metro in Europe and the second in the world, beaten by only 10 months by the Vancouver SkyTrain. It was the first to adopt the Hitachi Rail Italy driverless metro rolling stock, which has gone on to become a global standard in automated rapid transit. I hadn't experienced an automated light metro before visiting Copenhagen, and it was a completely mind-blowing experience. Now that we're at platform level, we see a few more aspects that set the Copenhagen Metro apart. Passenger information here is exemplary, with bright digital displays showing real-time arrival information at the platform. You might remember that I mentioned that this station has 2 levels. We're going to walk over now to look down the escalator at the platform. I will admit this is not my best cinematography, but you can see that there's a platform down there. The platforms also have platform screen doors, which prevent anyone from falling into the trackway. It is insane to me that North American metros, especially those built after World War II, have not prioritized building platform screen doors, especially as passengers routinely die after falling or being pushed into trackways. Closer inspection of the screens reveals something shocking to any American watching: trains every 90 seconds. The Copenhagen Metro is fully automated, which enables extremely high frequencies. These 90-second headways at peak times make this one of the most frequent metros on the planet. Technically, I think they're every 95 seconds, but it's close enough. Consider for a moment what this means for passengers. You'd never have to run to make a train because you can trust that another one will arrive in 1 to 3 minutes. I don't think it's possible for a passenger experience to be better than this. In the time it's taken to explain this, our train has already arrived. I think the metro trains sound really cool. The metro, of course, passes the level boarding check. Train interiors are clean and bright, though they are not air-conditioned, which I definitely noticed since I visited Denmark during a heat wave. They also have these fun seats at the front that allow you to sit and look down the trackway, lovingly referred to as the foamer seats by the rail fan community. Now that we're on the move, you can see that the tracks don't go in a straight line. This is a consequence of the system routing, another aspect of the Copenhagen Metro that helps it succeed. Rather than being constrained to above-ground corridors, the metro weaves between the complex web of streets above, directly connecting the places where people in Copenhagen need and want to go. Having grown up in North America, where our subways tend to travel under existing roads, I never imagined such a curvy routing could be built. Yet here it is. Copenhagen's metro makes me wonder if such an approach could be implemented in some US cities. There's a sticker of metro controls for children to play with while they ride, which is such a thoughtful and sweet feature. This kind of thing, you wouldn't see this in the US. We're coming up now to the Østerport station, and while you wouldn't know it from platform level, it's a major transfer point to the S-tog regional rail that serves the Copenhagen metro area and connects it to the surrounding suburban areas. The S-tog was a crucial piece of the Copenhagen region's elegant five-finger plan, where, back in 1947, urban planners decided to focus suburban growth along five spines served by frequent regional rail, building medium-density housing along these spines and preserving the green space between the corridors. This ecologically conscious approach has allowed Denmark's capital region to grow without consuming all surrounding green space, which is a model I wish more American cities had followed. In the last 10 years, Copenhagen's population has grown by 90,000 people to its current level of about 667,000, and is projected to grow to about 778,000 by 2060. To accommodate all this growth, Copenhagen is planning and building housing along new metro lines. While this is all very good, Copenhagen continues to struggle with gentrification while densifying existing residential areas, and existing residents are often at risk of being priced out. This is not good. I hope that societies can figure out how to make cities better places and also not price out existing residents. The bright area in the tunnel we're approaching now is the junction point between the main route of M3 and the north branch of M4. It may look cool now, but construction was even more impressive. To build this junction, crews emptied out part of one of the large ponds in Copenhagen and used it both as a staging area for construction and as the site for the junction. Isn't this so cool? Like, this just blows my mind. I think it's awesome. Anyway, we've got some more time before Nordhavn, so let's go over some Copenhagen Metro history. The metro was actually originally conceived as part of a development plan for the Ørsted area on the island of Amager. Plans for redeveloping Ørsted were formally adopted in the Ørsted Act passed by the Danish Parliament in 1992. That legislation specified that a rapid transit line needed to be built as part of the development. In the following years, organizations were established to plan, design, construct, and operate the metro, and by October of 2002, an initial operating segment opened. Over the next 5 years, M1 and M2 expanded in segments, and by 2007, they were complete. After M1 and M2, Copenhagen built M3, or Cityringen, a circular loop line primarily connecting the already urbanized areas within Copenhagen and Frederiksberg. M3 opened in 2019 and saw massive ridership right away, with 4 million riders in its first fully opened month. In 2020, the northern branch of M4 opened, and M4's southern branch opened in 2024, bringing us to today's metro network. And even though these 4 metro lines make a great network, the Danes still aren't done yet. M4 will be expanded 2 stops north to land slated for further housing development, and the city of Copenhagen and the Danish national government have agreed to proceed with a plan for M5, a completely new route connecting the eastern part of the city to a planned mega-development called Lille, which is set to house 35,000 residents. Though it's not part of the initially adopted scope for M5, the Copenhagen 2024 municipal plan indicates a long-term goal of connecting the two ends of the first section of M5 in a second loop metro line intersecting the first. Copenhagen's planners seem to have taken famed urban planner Daniel Burnham's words, "Make no little plans," to heart, and it's inspirational and beautiful to see. Every urban area on Earth should be planning with this level of foresight and ambition. Now we're arriving at Nordhavn, which isn't as deep as most other metro stations, as it has just one layer of escalators compared to the typical 2. But the station's layout is similar to most other Copenhagen Metro underground stations. The layout consists of a single island platform between 2 tracks, with escalators ascending a station box to a mezzanine level, with skylights and a set of stairs up to the surface on either end of the station box. You've probably gathered this, but I just adore the Copenhagen Metro. I think all cities expecting growth should closely study the case of Copenhagen and apply lessons learned to their own urban development plans. As for my home country of the USA, I can't help but think that if our rapid transit projects are going to have the astronomical prices they do, then we should be building networks more like the Copenhagen Metro for the money we're spending. Thank you for coming along on this ride. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you can visit Copenhagen someday and experience this for yourself. I hope you enjoyed that ride. This is what my face looks like, and you can watch more if you want. Thank you.